Hi, I'm Leslie.
And I'm Jenn.
And this is Craft to It. Today on Craft to It, we are going to learn how to make cloth wreaths. You can use canvas, cotton, fleece, any of those. So have you ever made a cloth wreath before, Jenn?
I have not.
We are using 14-inch wreath rounds, wire rounds. You can use different sizes.
You can do this.
You can do this. You can use whatever size you want. But for today, we're going to use 14 inch. And I already pre-cut our fabric strips just to make it a little easier. You're going to cut fabric strips approximately a little bit, like around 1.5 inches wide, about 9 inches long. If they're a little less than 1.5, that's fine. 1.25 can be 1 inch. You might just have to add more of them strips. So I separated mine into groupings of 30 because each section, see these little wire between these, you're going to put 30 of these cloth, or each 2 rows is going to have 10. Does that make sense so far? You'll have to cut a lot more cloth strips. You could do it so you tie them to individual wires, but that's going to be twice as long and take a lot more, and it looks the same in the end. So this is kind of like a little shortcut to make these cloth wreaths. So you're gonna take your first cloth strip. I have canvas.
And I have, first of all, my favorite little buffalo check and little cotton buffalo check.
So what you're gonna do, Jenn, is you're gonna take your first piece and you're gonna tie it. I go with the inner, okay? The inside. Okay. You're gonna tie it around 2 of the wire. What are we gonna call these?
What? The wires.
Oh, 2 of the wires. And then you're just gonna tie it in a knot. Some people do 1 knot. I don't want it to fall apart, so I'm gonna tie it in a full knot.
Okay.
So, you know, and mine, I'm using canvas, so mine is gonna look a slightly different than Jenn's because her fabric is basically like a thinner fabric. So we have 1 tied. And
right.
then exactly, yep.
All right.
So push it
All the way?
All the way away from you.
Okay.
This can be worked out how you personally like to, but with the same, if you put your count of 30, it just makes it a little bit easier so you don't have to count while you're doing it. So your next strip is going to go on the next 2 wire, and you're going to tie that in a knot. So you're going to have the first one and the second one. It looks like that from behind. See? Number 1, number 2. Perfect. And then you're going to take your next piece and go around the last 2 sections of wire. So you're separating it into 3s. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. Lots of clinking around in this video. Clinking on the table.
Clinking.
So if you do canvas, it's a little stringy, but that's part of the look of what it looks like. It just kind of gives that really cool look. So you have 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
And that's what it looks like from behind. And then you're just gonna, in the same area between the 2 connectors here, I guess you'd call it the wire connectors, you're gonna keep going. Now you're gonna start back at the first one, and you're gonna tie it over the first 2 wires. And you can go from outward in too. It really doesn't matter. It just stick in the same pattern, and you're gonna continue that until you have all 30 of your strips in place. You're gonna have lots of little fabric pieces, especially if you work with this canvas, all over the place. And you might wanna work on a surface. It does tend to scratch your table a little bit.
That's good to know.
Okay, so you might wanna work on a surface like on your lap, on the couch. It'll make a little stringy mess, but it's fine. You might wanna put a tablecloth down. Depends how much you hit the table when you're doing it. So, see, I have my next row.
I'm liking it.
Right, and you just continue that process. Now, if you want your fabric to be longer, you can go. Some people recommend 8, you can go 10. It's up to you, really. Either way, it's gonna look good. Some people do multicolors, like different, just like any scrap fabric you have around, like any cotton scraps, and you just keep going with that, and it's like just a multicolored, you know,
That's
fun thing. That will be good for I think that would look good for an Easter time.
Yeah, I do too.
The canvas style even though it's kind of like a rough look here, it really looks good with like, it ends up looking really classic. You could do white cotton sheets. That would come out beautiful. Cheesecloth type of stuff, that kind of thing.
Oh, I bet that would be really,
Yeah.
that would be good.
So this is the project you want to do. You might want to do with some friends, or you might want to do while you're binge watching like Netflix or whatnot. Once you get the hang of it and know what you're doing, put on a good movie, and just to make it easy. I would cut it all first. Get it all, a nice rotary cutter helps if you want to cut a bunch at a time, or at least get it started, getting the different things started. I think I cut mine into 9-inch sections, and then I folded it, and then I cut it with scissors like every inch and so.
Yeah.
Good sharp pair of scissors. Some people are good at like ripping fabric into strips. You know, you have that
Talent.
yeah, ripping, and that will give it the frayed look too. So it's all what you want to do, and just kind of push as you go. You can finagle it around.
That's where I'm at right now.
Fabric is flannel that she's using, so it has flannel, like has the pattern on the one side and kind of white on the other. As you can see, I pieced mine all in 30s. I put rubber bands around every 30 pack. That way I didn't have to think too much when I was tying.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's a good prep. Do it that way.
Prep ahead. Get it ready. You don't have to think. Be like,
what did I do?
Exactly. I'm sure it'll look good no matter what, but it's less thought process into the whole thing, because this is like one you're just gonna want to zone out and do. It's very relaxing, but like I said, get a good movie or audio book or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Audio book. Just veg out on it.
Yep.
Take some you time.
It also makes a really cool looking pattern in the back. Almost like a braid. You can do the same thing with tulle,
which I think always looks like it's spelled toilet.
Yeah. I made a
Twiley.
Oh. That you'll need a lot more pieces because it's like a thin fabric, so it takes up. You need a lot.
You almost need a double of that.
Yes.
Like knotting like 2 strips together.
Yeah.
I'm liking that canvas.
With the canvas, see, because it's a little thicker fabric, it ties a little shorter than what you would think what hers is doing. But you can make your canvas longer, or she could trim hers in the end too. You can buy these wreath forms pretty much anywhere. You can buy them at Walmart, Amazon. You can buy them at the Dollar Tree.
Michael's. Joanne Fabric.
And one, I don't think is going to be better than the other.
No, they're probably
So
they're probably all exactly the same.
You have a dollar. You could take fabrics of like just fabrics of different T-shirts and stuff, and turn that into a wreath too.
There we go. There's one section.
One section all done.
I love it.
Perfect. You can just leave it like that and have a little fancy poof.
Look, it's my bow.
Oh, are we going to a tea party?
Oh, hello. Yes.
Am I gonna go see the polo?
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
I think
A bit on the horses.
there's a polo match today.
Gonna get some tea and crumpets?
Yes. It sounds delightful.
Some 80s bangs here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Want the seagulls?
Maybe. Oh, this is something. A little bit around here. Can have like a little.
There we go.
Oh, this is a wedding from the 70s. One of these. Oh, Princess Diana. Tilt action.
Tilt hat.
Yes. We just came up with a new fashion statement.
There we did.
We did.
It's perfect.
Excellent.
I like the fashionable one eye covering.
Yes. You keep doing the same thing until you get to the end, all the way around. And then you're going to have a beautiful wreath. You're doing these wreaths. It might seem obvious, but the wreaths are curved. You want the curved side to be the side that your wreath is on.
That is a good point.
The kind that's caved in is where you hang it. And that might seem obvious. I mean, you could do it up the other way if that's your style, but they're typically meant for the curved side to be out.
Almost there.
pressure, pushing down on me, pushing down on me. Dum 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 dum. Pressure.
It's looking good so far.
Very nice. T T T T T. Huh. Oh. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, wait, comes Santa Claus late. It's Santa Claus and
Swedish.
Yeah, we're like Swedish.
Oh.
Very good.
Oh.
Oh.
That's like a moon.
Order.
Order in the car.
Oh, you're like a peacock or something. I don't know. Caw-caw. Caw-caw.
See, not only is it a wreath for your door, but it's also just hours of entertainment.
Hours
as
of
well.
entertainment. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
You
You got some fried chicken?
Colonel Sanders. It's like aggressive Colonel Sanders. Give me that chicken. I don't even know what kind of strange mustache of yours this is.
Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe. Okay. Who knew?
Here we are.
Who knew you could have so
Who
much
knew?
fun with the wreath?
Who knew?
All right. You're going to continue the process as you did all the way around. And here you go. You're going to end up with beautiful wreaths. This is my canvas wreath.
And this is my buffalo plaid, a fleecy flannel fabric.
And you
Very
can
soft.
add beautiful bows to it. These two colors will be great for any occasion.
Yes.
You can put some red in there for Christmas. You can add, but the buffalo check, the black and white, goes great with anything, as well as the canvas. And it actually looks very nice. You can put over a mantle just as is, and it's gorgeous. You could add some like maybe dried flowers or whatnot too, as to it. Or there's so many possibilities.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You could add a pumpkin or something like that and make it Halloween
right on the side.
or Thanksgiving or Christmas tree or whatnot. So there's so many possibilities you can do with these cotton wreaths, any kind of or fabric wreaths. So any type of fabric, you just continue the pattern all the way around until you're done. It's beautiful. Easy peasy.
Easy. And then you could also make a hook.
Hook, yes, exactly.
Hanging hook as well. So all you do is take one of those fabric strips, find one of the vertical metal lines, and then just tie a knot for however long you want it, and then you can hang it up. All right, so thanks for watching another episode of Craft to It. I'm Jen.
And I'm Leslie. Bye.
Bye.